Hello, so today's Bible verse for you to store up in your mind and in your memory is Proverbs 10 verse 1, and it says, "A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother." That means that what you do makes a difference to your parents and your family as well. So what you do affects whether your parents have joy or whether they have grief. So what you do can make them happy or it can make them sad. Now, on Friday, I went to pick up my children from school and I went in my car, and when I got there, I jumped out of the car and shut the door, and then I realized that my thumb was in the car door. I'd jammed it in the car, so I quickly opened it, and it didn't hurt at first. I quickly opened the door. My thumb didn't hurt at first, but then when I started to walk to go pick my kids up, it started to really hurt, but it wasn't too bad. But then that night after dinner, it just started to really hurt. And so I had dishes to do and other jobs to do, but it hurt so bad it actually made me cry. And I was busy. I was trying to do all these things, and I ended up having to go to bed. I took some pain relief, and my family had to all do my jobs for me because I just couldn't do it. So one little thumb doing something it shouldn't, like being jammed in the car, affected my whole body. It made tears come to my eyes, and I had to lay down. And even today it's still a bit sore, and it's actually hard to do things. Like, you realize how much you actually use your little thumb. So, but it just made me think how our family is like a body, and what we do affects the rest of the people in our family. So if we do things that we shouldn't do, that can bring pain to them. It can bring grief to them. It can make other people in our family feel sad. But it's the other way around too. When we do what is right and what is good, then that brings joy to our family as well. So in the story of Joseph, Joseph's brothers were really mean to Joseph, and they sold him to Egypt, and their dad thought that he had died, and that made him sad, like every day for years, until we found out Joseph wasn't actually dead. But it also affected Joseph. It hurt Joseph, and it hurt those brothers themselves. So when we do what's wrong, we affect ourselves, we feel guilty, and we affect everybody in our family. So if we just think of our family as being like a body, what one part of our body does affects the rest of it. And you'd be a bit crazy if you pulled your own hair, or you scratched yourself, or you tried to hurt yourself, because your body is all part of each other. If if I pull my hair, it affects every part of my body, and so it's the same in our family. If we think about it that way, then we'll want to be careful what we do to other people in our family and how we treat them, because if we mistreat them, then we're really mistreating our whole family. So I'll read that verse one more time. "A wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother." A wise son maketh a glad father, a wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish son is the heaviness of his mother. So if you are a wise child, someone who listens to God and lives to please him, then you'll bring joy to your parents. Well, especially if there are people who love God themselves. But if you are foolish and should make wrong choices, then that will grieve your parents.